Hi everyone, the topic I want to discuss in this video is whether you can stop collecting or withdraw Social Security retirement benefits. For example, if you've been receiving benefits for a few months or a few years and for some reason you no longer want to collect, can you stop and restart later? The answer depends on a few things. And after starting to collect Social Security retirement benefits, why you want to stop? Well, there are several reasons, right? For example, if you claimed benefits early and then started working, and your income from work exceeds the Social Security earnings limit for early retirement, your work income might reduce your benefits, leading to a lower amount. Or some of you might claim benefits and later feel that the amount is too low and decide to stop collecting so you can restart at a higher age to receive more money. Additionally, if you're already collecting retirement benefits but have other sources of income, or sometimes if you and your spouse file taxes jointly and your combined income exceeds the threshold set by the IRS, a portion of your benefits may become taxable. Those are some of the reasons why some of you, after claiming, realize it's no longer suitable to continue receiving benefits and decide to stop. But can you stop? This is the question that we are going to look further in this video to find out. Okay, first, let me pull out this chart. This chart shows your full retirement age, which depends on your year of birth, right? By looking at this full retirement age chart, you can see whether you can stop or withdraw your benefits. Let me provide a bit more detail so you can better understand what I'm trying to say. In this video, the example I'll use is for those of you whose full retirement age is 67. This means you were born in 1960 or later, so your full retirement age is 67, right? For those of you born before 1960, your full retirement age is lower. However, I'll use the example of a full retirement age of 67 to illustrate and explain further. Okay, so when you decide that you no longer want to continue receiving Social Security retirement benefits, the first thing to consider is your age. Are you still at an early retirement age, or have you already reached your full retirement age? In other words, when you decide to stop receiving benefits, what age are you at? The first step is to determine whether you are still at the early retirement age, or if you have already reached your full retirement age, or beyond. And, of course, if you want to stop, your age must be below 70. If you're 70 or older, you cannot stop receiving benefits anymore. Okay, the first example I want to look at is when you want to stop while you are still at the early retirement age. So, what are the conditions in this case? Now let's take a look at what I've summarized here. Okay, if your age is still within the early retirement age, you can withdraw your application as if you never filed. This must be done within 12 months of receiving your first payment. In other words, it has to be within 12 months from the time you initially claimed your retirement benefits, and you can only do this once in your lifetime. If you meet these conditions, you can contact Social Security or fill out Form SSA 521 to request to withdraw your application. However, you will need to repay all the benefits you've received during that time. This includes any benefits your current spouse or children received based on your record. If your benefits were reduced because a portion was used to pay for Medicare Part B premiums, you must also repay that amount. Everything must be repaid in a lump sum. Partial or installment payments are not allowed. And if your current spouse is receiving retirement benefits based on your record, their consent is required for you to proceed. In other words, you must have their agreement to withdraw your application. As I mentioned earlier, there are a few reasons why you might want to stop receiving benefits. For example, you may have returned to work, and your higher income could affect your situation by reducing your benefits. Or you might want to reapply later to receive higher retirement benefits at an older age. So, if you meet these conditions, you can stop and withdraw your application to reapply later. This is what I've been discussing for the case where you're still under your full retirement age, but what if you've already reached your full retirement age or beyond? Now, let's take a look at this summary I've prepared here. Okay, if you want to stop and you've already reached your full retirement age, for example, in this case, I'm using the example of a full retirement age of 67. So you're 67 or older, but of course not yet 70. How do you stop? And when you stop, can you earn additional delayed retirement credits? Yes, you can. Once you've reached your full retirement age, you can pause or stop your benefits without needing to repay any of the money you've already received. You also don't need to stop within 12 months of initially claiming your benefits. After reaching your full retirement age, the 12-month rule no longer applies. So even if it's been more than 12 months since you started collecting, it's still fine. When you stop under these conditions, there's no need to repay anything. And anyone receiving benefits on your record also doesn't need to repay anything. You simply need to contact Social Security to proceed with this request. By doing so, your retirement benefits will increase by 8% annually due to delayed retirement credits, up until a maximum age of 70. This means the amount you are receiving will increase by 8% for each year you delay. Just a quick note. When you stop receiving retirement benefits from your record, your spouse or children who are getting benefits based on your record will also have their payments stopped. So, after you've started collecting Social Security benefits, can you stop receiving them to reapply later? Well, it depends on whether you meet the conditions set by Social Security, as I've explained earlier. You'll notice the big difference between the withdrawal and suspension options is mostly about timing. With withdrawal, you need to do it within 12 months of claiming your benefits, and this usually applies when you're still in the early retirement age. On the other hand, with suspension, it happens after you've reached your full retirement age and you don't have to pay back anything you've already received. With withdrawal, however, you do need to repay all the benefits you've received, including what your spouse or children might have received based on your record. All right, everyone. This is the topic I wanted to share to answer the question, can you stop or withdraw your Social Security retirement benefits after you filed? I'll see you in the next videos. Thank you so much, and take care.